set. You're 18.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Slam.
Get him now.
On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And some room to maneuver. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
20, Mike, 20.
Oh, you got deep?
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Ready. 70, Indy. 61, Matchbox, Light. Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get. We had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 24.
Hey, 59.
Check 3.
Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I got you. Check 31.
At the 44-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike.
59.
55 to Mike.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 buzz. Mike's 50. Mike's 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Back to throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Set. 19. 24. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after that.
A first down carry now for Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down now, it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost try to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
It's okay.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
On the carry, it's Muhammad, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the red zone now, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We were all supposed to get that bitch off.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Look at me. Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rock it. It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. Check it out, read.
Come on, interception, second fumble.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Johnson was the intended receiver. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, it'll be something you don't like.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tighten up. Pull together. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together.
Watson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch twist.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Damn, man, let me just get to the fucking...
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, they can't cover too.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, it's Watson.
What the fuck, dude?
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, my gosh, bro. What type of fucking throw is this?
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2X for a rookie quarterback.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Rip left. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run with Muhammad. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch out.
Ah, come on, man. What the fuck?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Watch 54.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins.
Inside on his stupid ass.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
54. Hey, 59. He's not going to get me. 49.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
54 Mike. Come on, let's go. Wide. Get wide.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception,
Hey,
are you
that's
a
what I've
little
been
bit
waiting.
more cautious when
Yeah.
you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 13. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam. 6-6. Pull it high.
Back to throw.
Oh my gosh, bro. In the middle of a play. This nigga shit trash.